Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're reacting to another 21 Pilots music video. This time, Heavy Dirty Soul. So I was actually told by people that the three that I've watched so far are part of this huge story of about 12 music videos that 21 Pilots have done, and that I should check them all out. And I genuinely do. And this song actually in the story playlist comes before the three that I've watched. So it's almost going to be a prequel to the ones that I've seen already. So super keen to jump on into it. Let's roll. Hell yeah, beautiful time of day. Nice POV. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice little flare there. Awesome drone shot. Good pull out. Because it should go without saying, if you haven't seen my other reactions to 21 Pilots music videos, they are awesome. Ooh, that fire, is that real or fake? I couldn't even tell. The sparks are awesome as well. Oh, awesome little bokehs in there. That's awesome. What an interesting setup. God, this beat though goes hard. Okay, I feel like that's definitely CGI fire. But I mean, hey, that's understandable. It's literally on the drum kit, so. But even like, there's somewhere it looks real. But it could just be really good CG. Or VFX. Nice slow-mo there. Ooh. Damn. Hell yeah. That was cool, that like slow-mo where the cymbal was almost just wobbling there. Ooh. Hello. That's an interesting setup. Okay, so how they're most likely doing that is they've got it on the back of like a tow truck, which would be like the safe way of doing it. There's also a chance that it could be just CG composited over the top of just like moving background footage. Damn! That's CG. And see, that looks real. That was a big ass explosion. Awesome lighting. I love how dark it is on him. Hell yeah. Awesome. Fucking cool. Hell yeah. And that's the car that in the next one he'll be on a jumpsuit. He'll be standing on. It's all connected. That's so cool. I love the fact that, yeah, this is going to be a wild fucking journey. Let's break it down. So first off, oh my god, what the like these first driving shots, what a beautiful time of day. Like that would probably be late afternoon, dusk, I would say. Like the real sort of tail end of golden hour. Beautiful. The rest of this looks like it's almost midday sun, which you usually wouldn't want to film in. But, you know, because he's in the car, it gives a nice sort of side light coming in. And as for the drummer outside, like, his shots are so action-packed that they're not really, like... It doesn't have to be flattering because we're not, like, studying his face. You know, we're not looking at his face, we're looking at his strumming. So yeah, that's all good. The sparks on the car, like, I really love that effect. Obviously eventually we see the whole car fall apart, which again is awesome bit. But I just love how, like, early that wheel falls off, and so you've got so much of this song where you've just got these sparks coming off, and I can't tell, like, like, there's some shots where it literally does look real, and I know some people would be like, well, how would you do that? Well, there is potential that it could be like fireworks or something, that like pyrotechnics that they've got sort of set to the side of the car. Mostly in these interior shots of him is where it looks real. And then when it goes outside, that's where I feel like it definitely becomes CG or VFX, I should say. Also, this shot right outside the window looking in, look at these little like flares, like these real bokeh flares that we have here, these sort of red sort of dots, if you will. That's fucking beautiful, and entirely in camera. Like, that's, you could just tell that's in camera. So really fucking cool. I would also suggest that they've probably used like diffusion as well, either like over the car in some of these shots, or like over the drum kit as well, because you can get really big like frames of diffusion. So don't think, oh, just because, you know, you might look online and it's a 2 meter by 2 meter frame, that, oh, you know, there's no way they could put that over the whole car. You can get ones that are massive. You know, I've seen at least 10 by 8 meter frames used. I think that's the biggest I've seen. But yeah, essentially you can, with the right gear and the big budgets, you can get as big a frame as you need. So yeah, super cool. The flames on the drums, again, like, there are some shots where I'm like, that looks real. Like this one where we're behind him looking at the car approaching. That fire looks real to me. And then like on the reverse shot where it's like the POV from the car approaching, that actually, I take back the previous one. This shot looks the most real to me. But then, you know, there's others where it's like clearly like this one where it sort of drives past, where I'm like, okay, that's a VFX element. But yeah, just so cool. Another thing I noticed, and we've talked about this with the 3 music videos later in this story that we've already reacted to, but there's artificial grain, there's a bit of artificial screen flicker over the top. Really cool to see. I don't see any artifacting which I believe, if my memory serves correctly, the other three did have. But you know, that's to be expected. It doesn't need to be on every single one. But yeah, really cool. And then the car falling apart. Like again, it's this perfect blend of looks real, and then when they're like actually tumbling down the road, some VFX elements used in there, which again makes perfect sense. Um, Now this sort of final setup, I would say, well, okay, not final, but this one where he's standing on sort of the on the car as it's going. This would most likely have been the cars on the bed of a tow truck or something. And then, you know, as it's driving, he's just holding on and being pulled along. Really, really easy to do. If you want an example of what that looks like, just go the behind the scenes of what was it called? That talk show host, James Corden. He would do carpool karaoke, and people revealed the BTS where it's like fake. He's not actually driving around. He's on the bed of a truck as the it's being pulled along. That's safety. Like you can't just be going full speed like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, with this one it would literally be impossible. But, with something like that James Corden situation, you're not risking the liability of you and another famous celebrity like driving around singing karaoke and not focusing like on the road. Like, sorry to burst everyone's bubbles, like if they got into a car crash, that would actually be a massive problem. So that's how they would be doing it here. In terms of our final setup, I think that explosion is real because it fucking looks incredible. And again, we've seen in the next music videos that like they have really good pyrotechnics. So like doing a explosion like that safely, you get the right pyrotechnics team. They know how to do that easily and safely. No chance of anyone getting hurt. Assuming, of course, that the right safety measures are taken. And yeah, so nothing about that surprises me. A good thing to notice is, like I said, I love how dark it is on the vocalist going through this song. I reckon the fire on that drum kit and obviously the fire behind are real, but the light on the vocalist and on the drummer is external. That's an external source, and you can even sort of see it on the ground there near the drum kit. It's a light off to the side, bringing that orange light in. But again, our brains go, oh, that's the firelight. And what I love, the fact that they've left so much shadow on the vocalist, it really does feel like that's the firelight. But it can't be. His back is to the fire. So it doesn't make sense that, the front half of his nose is like lit up. So yeah, it's an external source, which again, great use of lighting. Like use your lighting to trick your audience. If you want them to feel like it's real, like throw in some practical lights, and then fake the rest. And people will, so long as colors match and all of that, people will just be like, oh, of course there's an orange light on him because there's a massive fire behind him. But they don't think, wait a second, if it's behind him, how would the light be in front of him? You know, so yeah, super, super cool use of light in there. Yeah, all in all, great music video. So we're now, I feel, yeah, so we've now done sort of the next three in the story. So where we'll be picking up next is like the fifth chapter of this, like I believe it's 12 parts. Yeah, super keen to see where this story goes from here because it gets pretty nutty. So yeah, thank you for recommending it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.